you see this is the what update which I have shared in this YouTube platform and also in this or trading view here. So this is what I've done. I think Saturday or maybe Sunday or Monday. So the prices were trading here at the time when I was recording the video, and today when I am recording this video again, the price is trading somewhere here on the daily. Let's go back with the 4 hours. So yeah, this is where the price is trading. But let's take a look what happened with that analysis which I've shared. So when the prices were trading here, what I have talked about in my videos and all my videos which I do is specifying with these zones. So in this case, when the prices were trading here, we see in this candle the attempt of breaking the lower level. Just an FYI, in my analysis, and yeah, disclaimer also, anything which I will be talking about here in this video is my own way to do the analysis, and I'm just sharing for educational and information purposes only, nothing more than that. So yeah, please keep that in mind, and let's continue the analysis. So in my analysis, what I have is zones, and in this zone, the zone has lower level, and then the zone itself, and then the upper level. So every time when price try to go for the upside, the price always has to break the lower level first and then sustain above the lower level, kind of with the support, and then it's supposed to go for the attempt to break this level again, not again, it's yeah, for the upper level. It can happen in a series of candles starting with the lower, and then consolidation inside the zone, and then if it has to continue go up, then it has to break the upper level. This is one case, and the other case is if price break it in a single candle, like in this candle here which we see here. So in this candle, when the price were trading, the BTC was trading, it is trying to attempt to break the level, the lower level, similar to this case, but the candle is not yet closed. So I will click play, but before that I'm just trying to explain the things. So it has to break this lower level first, and then if during this 4-hour closing, or by the end of this 4-hour candle closing, if it successfully maintained or this candle formation and sustained above this lower level, that's a good sign, and then it will again attempt for the upper, to break this level, if with the series of some price action. So I'll just click play here. So we can see here, this is what was happening, happened after the happening. So price, the 4-hour candle closed below this lower level and due to that, the next candle got rejection in the lower level, 4-hour level, and then the rejection is high, and I think everybody knows that we have some selling pressure. So due to that, the pressure, the rejection, this candle the red candle closed somewhere here, slightly above this zone. This is also 4-hour, similar to 4-hour resistance. This is the 4-hour so support zone, and including this weekly, the bigger zone, which in my case I have some multi-time frame zones. So due to that, the buying pressure, we have the 4-hour buying pressure, and we also have the entire this bigger weekly time frame. So we have also the weekly time frame, weekly buyers, weekly, those who prefer with the weekly time frame, and including the 4-hour who prefers trading with the 4-hour. So due to that, there is support, and then price end up closing here, and then in this candle we can see what I have talked about is closing or maybe breaking the zone in a single candle. It's the second case, not with a series of candle. However, after that, in this candle, what we see is trying to take a support. In this specific candle, it got support, but in the next candle it break through the upper level, this upper level, and then after that, the series of candle ends up or leading the prices for breaking the zone, this entire zone here in this candle series of candles. and then after that it was trading slightly below this 4-hour zone, and I think this is the activity which took place or maybe happening in the 1-hour time frame. So after that I think this is where a 1-hour time frame has enough support, and then after the price again attempted to break this level again. We see this here in this case in these two candles. Here we see the first initial attempt to break this level was successful, but again the selling pressure was high. I think again this is where 1-hour time frame has its own selling sellers. So this candle has a red, and then it break the lower level, and then again attempt for breaking this zone again. So here it was a successful attempt in this specific candle, and starting with this one, it break the first level and then it break it in an entire single candle. After that this thing which we have the next 4-hour resistance zone, we got rejection slightly below, because this is a resistance zone, right? So we see resistance. The attempt was also there, and then here in this candle it break through in a single candle, which is a good sign. And for remain for the upside, it has to keep the BTC has to get a support in the upper level, this level. So it's a similar thing which was happening here. It tried it has some support in the initial these two candles, but in the next candle it break through the level, starting with this one, the upper level, and the closing is slightly above what? See, the closing is above this lower level. So because of that, again the attempt was there was an attempt in this candle, and it successfully break through the upper level also, and trading above this, and we have this support. So this is so on and on forth, and eventually when this zone is broken in this candle, this is what happened. So now I will be talking about the things which possibly going to happen in the in this 1-hour and 4-hour time frame in this video. And again, one more thing, I have already talked about what in my last video is the price is likely going for this one, not one, but 88, 85, 85, 87 level. This is where the price is trying to, now the BTC will try to go for. I think in my case, that's what I am thinking, or I'm expecting with the BTC, but still we have a lot of, I think we have a lot of days and weeks for that thing to happen. But for this video, I will be covering the thing which might possibly going to happen with the BTC up until by the end of this week. So right now, what we have here is this candle, ongoing candle, and we can see this is the same thing. This used to be resistance in the past, this is same thing. This is the same thing. Oh, sorry, this one, I think, or maybe this one, I'm not sure. Or let me just take 105, 102. I think this was the resistance, right? When I have mentioned it, 102, and now we are here. Yeah, similar thing. This used to be resistance. Now I've changed it to 4-hour support. So this is where now price is getting a support after the fall. So before I even start with this, continue with the 4-hour, let me just take you guys with the daily also, where I have this level and this daily zone. This is the daily time frame zone, and I have just added this zone in my this 4-hour 4-hour time frame. So the daily time frame is it's bigger than the 4-hour. It's a simple thing. So when the 4-hour is trying to during the attempt for continuation for the upside, we have this daily time frame resistance zone. This is where things played out, and then eventually we see this fall. Nothing new. But I'm just what I have done is I've added the daily zone here in the 4-hour, so that it's better. It will be clear what is the most possible thing which will be happening with the BTC in the until this weekend. So now we see the support here, which this used to be a resistance. It is a support now, and the price is trading above this above the upper level. And for this price, or for the BTC to trade for upside move, it has to, first of all, it has to be remain above this 4-hour zone. In any case, when price, if price break this level, upper level, and it's starting with the upper level, breaking this upper level, and then end up somewhere here, then it's a bad sign. And then even if price is here, it may gonna get this, this zone will have a 1-hour time frame support, but that's not a good sign for the BTC. But let's talk about on the basis of what is happening. So the BTC price is getting support here in this candle with this 4-hour zone. So most likely getting this now after with this proper kind of a support, it will try to go for this level again. Here we have 4-hour resistance itself, another 4-hour, but we also have higher time frame, the daily time frame zone, the bigger zone. This is the daily time frame, and just slightly below where the daily time frame lower level is there. And here we have 4-hour 4-hour zone also. So during this attempt, it may go, and it will go, ideally it's supposed to go because of the support here, and then it will try to break this level. First of all, the price will break this 4-hour zone and if it successfully break the level, which which happened here in this case, it then has to break this higher time frame daily upper level. And after that, we another have 4-hour resistance zone. And I think this is one of the very important thing about BTC right now is it is trading slightly below 108, and we have a resistance, a very huge resistance here. Even the price in this candle in the 4-hour time frame, it break through this, what it was trying, it was trading above this 4-hour upper level, and then it was trying to go for this 4-hour resistance zone. But this thing, the daily higher time frame zone, it pushes the price for the downside, because the daily time frame, this is acting right now as a resistance. So this is the same thing. So during this attempt, and another thing is the price getting resistance slightly below 108, and this 108 was used to be a very, very important level in the past, which we have seen it was broken somewhere here in this candle in this candle, and the proper breaking of this level is here. So I think buyer lose control of this level somewhere here. So because of that, here in the ongoing activity with the BTC, we are getting a very high sort of a selling pressure in this 108 level. So even if price continues for the upside, first of all, it has to break this level. And if and I am expecting the BTC will get resistance here. During this case here, it may go something like this, gets a rejection, and then it will start it for the downside. And the downside leading, I think this will be the beginning of this 100 not 108, but 87,000 level, which I've already talked about in my previous video. Go check that out. I will be putting the link in the end of this video. If you are interested, you can watch it. But this is the most likely thing which is going to happen with the 4-hour, which I have tried to uncover with some possible scenarios. We have support here, now we have a resistance, and in this 4-hour resistance itself, we have a daily time frame resistance. And if the prices started falling, then it has to break this 4-hour support zone. Then then we have yet another 4-hour support zone here in this case. And then again, where is the internet? Well, okay, I think okay, the internet is back. And then eventually, if by any chance price break this level also, we have this daily support zone. So price will end up, after getting a resistance or maybe huge sort of a resistance, eventually price will comes back down here. And in this case, let me just specify this zone, this daily higher time frame zone. By any chance, if price break this zone also, and price started trading here below this lower level, then that's the very, very, very kind of a a clear sign for the downside of this what 85,000 level, which I'm talking about, 85 or whatever, 85, 87. This is the level which I'm talking about and sharing through this platform. So that is the most likely thing which could happen, which might gonna happen, or which is the, I mean, this is what I'm expecting with the BTC. So let's go ahead and talk about this one what 1 hour time frame and what is the activity which is happening. So before that, let me just mark some of the things which was happening here. So this is where, you know, we were getting some sort of a resistance during, even after breaking this zone, we were getting some resistance. I think this will be clear in 1 hour time frame. And here, this is what was happening, or kind of getting a support. I think this will be clear in the 1 hour time frame. So let's do this and do this and do this, and let's go back here. Okay, so here it's a very clear sign. See the 1 hour resistance which I was talking about. This is where the price were getting a resistance. This is the resistance, this is the resistance. And right now what price is, you know, and as I talked about here in the 4 hour, the 4 hour has its own zone where the price is getting a support. Now in the 1 hour time frame, it's getting a resistance. It's, you know, what this is where it is. If I go and do this, it will become this what this red, change it to red. So this is what is happening currently. The BTC is getting a resistance in this 1 hour time frame resistance zone. So this is what happened in the past, in this zone here, in this zone here. So even during this uptrend attempt, we were getting some sort of a resistance selling pressure, but the smaller time frame is not that much impactful compared to the higher time frame. Similarly, in the this 4 hour time frame case, the impact of this daily resistance will be higher. So will be big enough that price will leading for this next zone. And then once what I've talked about, this price trading below this, then that leads the prices to this 87. That's what I was talking about. So currently in the 1 hour time frame, first of all, we have what this 1 hour time frame resistance itself. And if I go and take this 4 hour time frame, this 4 hour time frame resistance also in the below like this, and go ahead and take a look and see, we can see what we have is the 4 hour resistance here. Now in the if by any chance price will try to go, even it will break this 1 hour zone, or by some series of candles, and then it will get a rejection here, and then it will come back down something, this you can see this activity, right, just by looking at these candles. So same thing, it will get a rejection here, it will trade here by some sort of by getting some sort of a support with this 1 hour time frame resistance, which eventually becomes a support. It will eventually become a support, right? And then after, it will again attempt to break this level. So this is what's going to happen. So yeah, that's what I have with this 1 hour and 4 hour analysis. And I've already talked about the specific thing which we have right now is the resistance, this 4 hour resistance zone. Or already we are getting some sort of a higher sort of a resistance in 108 level. Even if it goes for this level, I think it's not going for even this 108 now, because we see the result here already. So what will happen is it will get a rejection in this case, in this specific level, because this has the daily resistance zone, and just like in this lower level we have 4 hour resistance zone. So yeah, that's all I have for this analysis. And don't forget to check my another video wherein I've talked about this 87,000 level, which I will be putting in the link, and just after this end of this video, somewhere here. And yeah, if you like my content, please subscribe. And yeah, if you have anything in mind, the comment section is for yours to use. And yeah, you can like the video also. So thank you so much with this note. And again, last disclaimer, all the things, this and information, the analysis which I've done is it is my own way to do the analysis. And so I'm just sharing for educational information purposes only, nothing more than that. Please keep that in mind and do your research analysis, and then take action accordingly for the trade. Bye bye.